Chicago Bulls are one of the most popular teams in the sports world. We're not even just talking about basketball. We just mean in general. And that's mainly because the GOAT played here, Michael Jordan. Now, that's no exception for YouTube. There are a lot of YouTube creators that are fans of the Chicago Bulls. Today, we're trying to figure out if I am the biggest Bulls fan on YouTube. How much do you know about Chicago Bulls history by Cheap Abyss 48? Total of 25 questions, so let's not waste any more time and get right into it. How many Chicago Bulls players have received MVP awards? Well, you got one right there, the greatest, and then you got Derrick Rose, number 2, the only 2 Bulls players to ever win MVP. Boom. Derrick Rose, 2011, and then MJ 5-time, 88, 91, 92, 96, 98. The greatest. I mean, he was the greatest of all time. Derrick Rose is going to end up being the only MVP of the league to not make it to the Hall of Fame. Kind of sad. Number 2, when was Artis Gilmore selected? Okay, I know he played towards, well, obviously he played in the 70s, so all of our choices are in the 70s, so that doesn't really narrow it down too much. But I'm almost positive it was early 70s, so that brings us to 71 and 74, but we're going to go to the earliest of 70s. 71, and that's right, Artis Gilmore was selected in the 1971 NBA draft and was selected with the 117th pick by the Chicago Bulls. 117th pick. We talk about like Isaiah Thomas being picked 60th, 117th. It was a different league back then, though. Isaiah Thomas one is actually more impressive, to be honest with you. It was a point in the NBA they were drafting like people that played in the Olympics, like long jump. Like we're not even talking about Olympic basketball players. They were selecting people that were like sprinters for the Olympic team. So they were just selecting anybody. Number 3, look at this image. Why is Scottie Pippen on the bench? He didn't foul out. No, Scottie was never really that injured. All the guys are durable back in the day, 90s, 80s, whatever. He was not resting because people didn't rest. I mean, that's one of the biggest criticisms of today, right? By old players. You rest too much. I'm pretty sure this was it because the last shot wasn't assigned to him. It was actually assigned to Tony Kukoc. I wasn't even alive then, or maybe I was just like 1 or 2 years old, but I know about this. Let's see. With the game tied and only 1.8 seconds left, the game's last play was designed for Tony Kukoc. Pippen believed that the game should have been designated for him, and thus he refused to enter the game. And the thing is, Tony Kukoc hit that shot. So Pip, he had a big fit, but the team still won. What teams faced the Bulls in their 1991 playoff run? Okay, I do not know. Obviously, the Pistons are one. I don't know. Probably not the Heat in the 90s. I don't know. Early 90s, were the Heat even like a legitimate team? I don't know. Let's go here. That's right. Knicks, 76ers, Pistons. Without a doubt, we knew the Pistons were in the Eastern Conference Finals. Number 5. What players were traded away besides Pippen when the team started the rebuilding process in 1998? So besides Pippen, Luke Longley, Dennis Rodman, and Kerr. I know Kerr was for sure. And I know Dennis Rodman was not on the team that next year. I don't know about Luke Longley, though. It could be all 3 of them. I know for sure Kerr was traded. I know that Dennis Rodman wasn't on the team. So let's go all 3. I don't know about Luke Longley. That's wrong. Kerr and Longley. Okay, what about Rodman? Longley was traded to the Suns and Steve Kerr was traded to the Spurs. The management decided to not re-sign Rodman. Okay, so that's why he was not there. He just did not re-sign. Okay, number 6. What player was involved in the 1998 Scottie Pippen trade with the Houston Rockets? That was Roy Rogers, and the crazy thing is, we released him. Like literally, he didn't even play for us. During the short 98-99 season, Scottie Pippen was traded to the Rockets in exchange for Roy Rogers, who was waived a few months later. Hey, stuff like that happens. But that team did not win a championship. Barkley, Olajuwon, Pip couldn't get it done, though. They were all like later in their career, too, so... What team originally drafted Nikola Mirotic? I don't know. Did we draft him? I feel like this wouldn't even be a question if it was us, so we're going to cross them off. Toronto? No, it was Houston. 23rd overall by Houston. He was in Europe. Was traded to Minnesota and then to Chicago. So he potentially could have played for 3 different teams. Okay, number 8. When was Michael Jordan selected? 84. Easy money there. Sam Bowie, Michael Jordan, you know it. The Bulls hold the second best NBA regular season record with 72-10. Still, I think, the best team of all time. they got it done when it mattered. Number two, I'm biased though. I'm biased. Remember that. The Bulls have 4 numbers retired: Jordan, Pippen, Sloan, and Bob Love. Number 10, baby. Averaged 21.3. One much of a passer. And then about 7 rebounds. Honestly, I don't even know what position Bob Love played, but I know his number is in the Raptors, man. Number 11. When did the Bulls move to their current arena, the United Center? This was in '94. It was just, I think at first it was just called like Chicago Arena or the Bulls Arena, just something like that, just something generic. And then United sponsored, yes, Chicago Stadium. That's what it was, Chicago Stadium. That's where a lot of things went down in Bulls history. Then United Center came, and it stands today. When was the team first season? No clue. No clue. Let's go 65-66. It was 66-67. Okay. Surprisingly good record, 33-48. Honestly, well, we got 3 wrong so far, so maybe I'm not the biggest fan here on YouTube. We got half the quiz left. Before signing Rondo and Wade in this year's free agency market, who was the Bulls' last big free agent acquisition? That was Pau Gasol, probably the biggest signing Bulls in the Bulls history. I mean, we didn't do much with it, but hey, he was here for a little bit. Who is this? That is Vladimir Radmanovic. He didn't, yeah. He only played a couple games, 25 games, 1.3 points per game, 1.1 rebounds in about 6 minutes. So he was not really a factor, but I remember the face. How many times did the Bulls won the Central Division? So I'm guessing in every year, or pretty much every year, Jordan won a championship that they won the Central. And then I know in the Derrick Rose era, we won it at least once. But I feel like I'm missing something. Let's go 8. I meant to press 8. I said 8 and I clicked 10. I'm gonna. That's +1. Remember that, +1. Okay. With what pick was Jimmy Butler selected 30th? Easy. Look at this image. It hurts my soul, man. It hurts my soul to look at this picture. What team was the Bulls' rival when this happened? The 76ers. The last minute of the game, we were up by a lot. Thibs still had, the starters in for some reason, and boom, this happens. Things were never the same. Things were never the same. Okay, 18. The Bulls defeated 5 teams in their 6th NBA appearances. I should get this one. Jazz, Lakers, Sonics, Blazers, and Suns. Booyah. There's Kevin Johnson. After defeating Atlanta 3-0, Cleveland 4-0, and the Knicks 4-2, the Bulls faced and defeated the Phoenix Suns in their 3rd straight NBA Finals appearance. 3P, baby. Number 19. Whoa. With what pick the Bulls select Joakim Noah? Number 9. How old was Derrick Rose when he won MVP? 22 years old. The youngest MVP in NBA history. 22 in 191 days, if you wanted the exact. I didn't need the exact. I know he was 22. Complete the quote. Here comes Chicago. 11 seconds from Game 7 of a championship. Number 6. Jordan opened. He made the shot. Chicago with the lead. Oh, they even got the clip. Let me pause. Let me turn on the sound so y'all can hear the call.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead.
Please, YouTube, do not copyright me because I played that 20-second clip. But one of the most iconic shots in Bulls history, in NBA history, of course we got to know that. Number 22. What player was selected by the Bulls in the 1st round of this year's draft? Denzel Valentine, baby. Was it the right pick? I don't really know just yet. It's still early. In 1982, Artis Gilmore was traded to the San Antonio Spurs in exchange for, I do not know. Actually, I do. I know that Dave Corzin. He was a part of it, but did they bring in another player? I'd say they did. That's right. In what is said to be one of the worst trades in Bulls history, Gilmore was traded to the Spurs in exchange for those 2 bums. Artis Gilmore, baby. What was the team record in the finals? 6-0, man. Jordan did it all. Jordan didn't do it all. He was a part of it all. I mean, it's a team effort. It's a team effort. Oh, this is the last question. What number wears Benny the Bull? What number does Benny the Bull wear? Number 1. And to be honest with you, we will probably retire the number 1, and not for Derrick Rose, but for Benny. So we got 22, because remember I misclicked and picked 10 instead of 8. 22. I don't know if that proves or whatever that I'm the biggest fan, because this wasn't like an insanely difficult quiz. But you know what? it was fun. If you did enjoy the video, as always, be sure to leave it a like. Let me know in the comment section below what's your favorite team. And if it is the Bulls and you took this quiz, let me know if you got better than 22. It's been the King of the Fourth Quarter. I'm out.